Well, a change at the helm of the Grand Bahama Chamber of Commerce is approaching as James Carey concludes his third and final term as president. In an exclusive interview with ZNS News, Carey reflected on his rewarding experience and shared his aspirations for the chamber's future. Shane Stubbs has the details.
Came in with some apprehension, but it has been a great experience.
Grand Bahama Chamber of Commerce President James Carey is reflecting on his 3 terms at the helm, describing the experience as both rewarding and educational. With the Chamber's annual general meeting on the horizon, a new leader is set to take the reins. Carey, who was introduced to the role by his late friend Dennis Knowles, says he has taken great pride in engaging with business leaders throughout his tenure.
A lot of persons outside of Grand Bahama to spend a lot of time with people in the island, encouraging them in their business, to give them some advice, and just generally take on a more positive approach to what can happen in Grand Bahama.
Under Carey's leadership, the Chamber evolved into a key action agency, addressing community needs and providing a designated forum to tackle pressing issues. In recent memory, the Chamber hosted Prime Minister the Honourable Philip Davis and Deputy Prime Minister the Honourable I. Chester Cooper, allowing business leaders to engage directly on the state of Grand Bahama's economy. Carey maintains that holding both the government and the Grand Bahama Port Authority accountable remains crucial, believing that having a seat at the table for productive dialogue is the best way forward.
My experience has been that you can't dictate to the government what they ought to do. It's best to try and work with them and encourage them along a certain path with whatever influence one has.
Calling it a privilege to have worked with 3 different boards, Carey credits much of his growth as president to now retired executive director Mercinth Ferguson.
She was a chamber. She, for 25 years, was the guiding light in the chamber here, steered a lot of presidents, and me being no exception.
Now as Carey's time as president comes to an end, he has this encouraging message for the incoming president.
My successor should pay attention to what's happening on the ground, listen, try and work with all parties. And while, you know, the president will have an agenda, the agenda has to be somewhat compatible with the authorities of Freeport and Grand Bahama, and also the constituency, which is the businesses, and not neglecting the community as a whole.
The annual general meeting takes place February 26th. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Shane Stubbs.